Al, when you have quality, do you like to hold it hostage?
No.
Okay, well, there you go. Problem solved. Episode over.
Yay.
Apparently, that's the thing in this week's episode.
It is.
They say it in the show.
They do. Out loud.
It's like in Game of Thrones when they said Game of Thrones, and everyone's like, that's the name of the show. Or it's like in Arrested Development where they say Arrested Development, and Ron Howard's like, that's the name of the show.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite instances of that.
It's a really good goof. But yeah, that's what we're doing today here on episode 21 of Jared Now Watch Shirobako. I'm Jared, that is Doc Allen Ladium.
Hello.
And we are discussing episode 21 entitled Don't Hold the Quality Hostage. Please don't.
Mm-mm.
It's got a family.
Oh, wow.
We begin the episode with a delivery for Aoi. She gets a delivery from the president of AC Tsuchinoko.
Is this the one who says that he's her boyfriend?
Yes. Hitsumitsu Isakawa. He's like, here, I got some stuff for you for some of these episodes. She's like, yay! He also apparently is someone who knows Hiroka and Erika because they all went to the same technical school.
Mm-hmm.
They were classmates. So like Erika comes up and is like, oh hey, how's your new business going? I gotta come by and see it. And then like he sees Hiroka, he's like, hey, you gotta come by and see it. And he's just like, or I can't do a good little, tongue click.
The tick thing.
Yeah. Then he does that. It's like,
TCH.
man, if you have a good one of those, you're destined.
It's true. Like, if you can do that, then you are made for anime.
Exactly.
I
or
can't
any
do
voice
it.
role.
Yeah, any voice role, but mainly anime because like there's always going to be a spot for that dude who makes the TCH sound. Always.
Always.
I don't know how they do it. I can't.
Welcome to the podcast where we just try and tongue click the entire time. So that happens. They give some background on them three a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We see Misa at her CG job, and they get or they are talking about a specific scene in The Little Girls. And the president of her company is like, "Hey, I want you to do a specific scene. You know, I don't want you to do just the plane itself, but I also want you to do like the animation on like this animal who's like running or like flipping around in the cockpit." And she's like, "Oh, okay, I'll do it."
Because she's always want to do animals.
Yes, and in order for her to get the inspiration she needs to, or I guess like the idea around like, you know, what's someone doing in a cockpit and all that sort of stuff, she takes Emma and Shizuka to an amusement park and has them ride a roller coaster around a couple of times and like videotapes their reactions.
Well, they look like they're gonna throw up.
They do. Emma, after like 2 times, is just like on the bench, just like
she's just like in like death mode at that point.
Eyes rolled back in her head, just like, oh god. Don't ride roller coasters for like multiple times in a row. It's bad.
No, it's not. It's very fun. I've done it a lot.
But like, I mean, like multiple times.
I have done it a lot.
For like 5 or 6 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
What the f?
Okay, so quick aside here. When you live in the Orlando area,
okay, fair.
And when it is like September-ish, when there's no one at Universal Studios, you can go to Universal Studios and there won't be a line for the Hulk. And you can just repeatedly ride the Hulk over and over and over and over and over. And I
just
did
the
that.
Hulk.
I did. I just rode the Hulk a lot and it was great. And I probably rode it like 10 times that day. Like not in a row, but like at least I did like 4 in a row. It was great. I love roller coasters.
I'm not the biggest fan of roller coasters.
I'm surprised I like them because I'm so scared of heights. But they're very fun.
That's true.
They're very fun.
There's a Giant Bomb video where 2 of them went on a roller coaster for like 6 or 7 times in a row, and the challenge was you had to like get through the first world of Super Mario Bros. 3 while on the roller coaster.
Oh my god, how?
It's a good question. You'd have to
Did
watch
they
the video to find out.
did they bring a console with them?
It was on 3DS.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa.
They had just an NES just in the the roller coaster with them and a CRT.
I mean, there's always the like picture of people on Splash Mountain that are playing Smash, so
Yeah, that's true.
you never know, man.
How do they get that in there? Like, I feel like the people running those rides would be like, no, you can't bring that on the ride.
The people who are running those rides make like $7 an hour.
Okay, fair. I guess they would see someone bring a CRT and just be like, whatever, man.
They've seen worse.
Probably.
But yes, you should ride them multiple times, but she like suffers.
Yes, she suffers. She's not built, or she's not like the roller coasters.
No.
We also get a scene about animals where they asked Sugi to do a scene with boars, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll do it. I haven't drawn boars in a while, so
casually.
it might take a little bit, but I don't know how to really draw the nowadays anime style. So, hey, Emma, you want to do this scene with me?" She's like, oh, "Yeah, I'll do it." They all get together to watch the first episode of Third Aerial Girls because the first episode is premiering. They see like everyone is enjoying it on the internet. Got widespread acclaim.
Yay!
So everyone's like, "Yay!"
Yay!
They all eat.
Yay!
Because the president's like, "I made food. Keep eating food."
Yay, food!
So that's happening. Aoi goes and gets some cuts from Segawa, and Segawa's like, "Hey, I don't want Hiroka to send me stuff anymore. All his animators suck. He has a terrible attitude. I would rather have Taro here. That's how bad it is."
Yep.
So I was like, she comes back to the office and like tells Hiroka that she's like, "Hey, you got a complaint. You've been getting complaints against you."
WTF, mate.
He's like, "Well, the people just need to stop being fussy over the quality. This just makes my job harder and everyone production's harder." Yes, there you go.
And then yells.
Aoi talks to Erica about like what Hiroka used to be like in college, just like to figure out like why is he like this now? Was he always like this? And she's like, no, he used to have like, a lot of passion for the anime and the industry and everything, but like, some of the jobs he was on just didn't go well, and he got some pushback and everything, and it just made him just kind of become more agitated very quickly as the years went on and everything.
He's jaded now.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. The president has like a talk with him about. I think this is he has a talk with him last episode, but like it pretty much like relates to this, where he, after like the fight he had with Madoka, he's like, "Here's have some tea and everything," and then he sits down. He's like, "So you got mad because everything he said was right?" He's like, "Oh."
Ow!
Kitty attack.
Yeah, I got kitty attacked.
So yeah, Aoi just is trying to figure out like a good way to like find balance and everything, and make sure like he's not so angry all the time. Yeah. She goes and speaks with the president dude who we saw at the very beginning of the episode. Kind of like talks about him again, and she kind of like asks like, how do you maintain the balance between like just like wanting to make quality stuff, but also just like having to schedule and having to like do everything so fast and everything. And he's just like, that's just the thing you have to do. It's just you have to find that balance between quality and hectic scheduling for production teams that's going to like make them feel like they're under all the pressure and everything, and finding that cohesive unity to bring everyone together to create something that's good in your eyes, essentially.
Because he likes the creative types.
Mm-hmm.
Which is understandable.
So Aoi comes back to the office and has Hiroka continue to work on the 12th episode, but she's like, "Hey, you have to communicate more with the other animators, specifically the ones you're bringing in. Tell them to not be and you need to like have a better attitude when you're talking to the episode directors or anyone in general where you're getting cuts and everything. Just don't be an asshole, essentially."
Yeah.
That's the one way to put it.
Brighten up that attitude, sir.
Hey. Later on, we see Watanabe's out with some folks from The Bourne, the one dude who wears like a baseball jersey all the time, and like another dude from that place as well. They talk about Aoi, and like because like they're talking about third girls and like everything, and Aoi kind of comes up and he's like, and Watanabe's like, oh yeah, she interviewed at the board and you denied her, and the president of that's like, what do you mean? And the other guy's like, oh, that's the girl you intimidated, right? And he's like, I never intimidated anyone in my life. Watanabe, they're like, you gotta call this girl over here. We need to talk. And Watanabe calls her over, and she comes, and they just basically like have this weird talk about like the interview and everything, and he does not remember her in the slightest.
Nope.
So yeah. But the one guy like mentions like, oh, you seem to have changed because like, you know, when you had that interview, you were very nervous and timid and everything, and didn't seem to know where you were going or wanted to go with what you were wanted to do. But now like you seem to have like some sort of confidence and everything. We basically wrap up the episode with the last episode storyboards are done.
Mm-hmm.
That quick?
Ahead of schedule.
Ahead of schedule? What? What is this?
So we know something terrible is about to happen.
Aoi assigns herself, Tsubaki, and Sarah to be the production team for the final episode. And that is how we wrap up this episode. Don't hold the quality hostage.
Don't do it.
It's bad for you. So that will do it for this episode. If you'd like more from us, go to seasonlimitcheckup.com or sac.cool is where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Season Limit Checkup and Season Limit Checkup OVA. You can find columns, reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Ann Ladium, go to annladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. And you can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/animecheckup. So join us next time as we go to the final 3 episodes.
Oh, snap.
As we talk about episode 22, it's called Noah's in Her Underwear.
Uh-oh.
So there you go. That's going to be something we talk about.
Yay, undies.